Dosha Lyfe Tv, baby. Back again, once again. You heard me? But yeah, man, kind of speak of some things. Now, I know everybody that's going on this vegan life, they want to talk about grains and how grains ain't good for you and how they want to avoid grains and this and that about grains. It's only because the grains that y'all eat today, y'all ain't doing these grains like how our ancestors used to use the grains. These are sacred foods. All these grains are ancient food. There's a reason they call them ancient grains. See, what people fail to realize is there's something called phytic acid. This phytic acid, the spiritual side to this phytic acid is what I'm about to explain today. Like as you see right now, I'm doing a ritual with my own food. I do rituals with my food. I'm that type of guy. But anyway, so long story short, a seed, you know what I'm saying? You know, water is life. In this sense, water is the life force of all the fruits and vegetables that you eat, besides the sunlight. So with that being said, when you let water infiltrate a seed, that water is what activates the said life force and that DNA of that seed. That's what actually sparks that life in it. Until that is a dead seed. You're eating dead material. That's why it has something called anti-nutrients in it when it doesn't have water to activate the actual nutrients in it. It's dead material. So if you're eating grains that you don't soak, you're going to get nothing from it. It's just going to sit on your stomach, and then the digestion, you're going to pull more minerals instead of the minerals that's in your food from your bones. And it'll make your bones brittle, cause osteoporosis, all these different issues and digestive issues. Your body will not break it down. So I say all that to say, the difference between today's grains and yesterday's, yeah, even though these grains, they might be GMO or not GMO, but hybrid, because people just, they mix breed them and all that extra stuff. Regardless, there's the actual healthy way to get everything from your food. Like say for instance, when it comes to rice, you're supposed to soak your rice for at least a day or two before you eat it to change that phytic acid. You know what I'm saying? To raise up those phytase, the phytase in the water of the rice that you're soaking. You know what I'm saying? What that does, it just activates it and makes it so your body can actually digest it. It actually makes it so you can get phosphorus in your blood. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of this stuff. It actually makes it so your body can actually know what the fuck you're digesting. So, with that being said, once the DNA is activated by the water, therefore the life force of the seed is activated. Therefore, it's able to be eaten. So people don't realize that. A lot of times people don't realize that the food is not alive until it starts to sprout. Like say with, for instance, chickpeas. You're supposed to soak chickpeas for 3 days before you just cook them. Change the water out, and you know what I'm saying, woo-de-woo. You put it in sunlight, some of your stuff might start sprouting. So, you know, that's how that goes. But yeah, man, when it comes to this, do rituals with your food. You can actually program your food to actually set the energy that you want it to be before you actually eat it. And that's what people, that's another way of saying praying over your food. That's really what praying over your food really is. It's not, oh, thank you, God, I got this plate. No, it's not about that. It's about actually programming the food that you eat before you actually put it down your throat. It's literally that simple. It's that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, for instance, I got this rice soaking in a bowl. This rice been soaking for a day and a half with a crystal in it. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in sunlight to let it charge the crystal to electrically charge or energetically charge the rice. Now you eat that, you're eating the energy in an advanced state. You can speak to, I know y'all seen the experiment with people speaking to a cup of rice, to 3 different cups. And 1 cup of rice, they said, I hate you, to that cup of rice every day for a week straight. They did this experiment for a week straight with 3 different cups of rice. The first cup, they said, I hate you every day. And left it. The second cup, they just left it alone. They didn't do anything to it. And the third cup, they said, thank you. And they did that and kept that up every day for approximately about a week. Now, after a whole week, the first cup that he said, I hate you, that rice, it was black. It was dang near dead and moldy. That rice had a lot going on with it. It was dang near had to throw it away if you wanted to eat it. The cup in the middle, it was just now starting to get a little mold or whatever. It was just now starting to do whatever it was doing. But that third cup of rice, it was full of life. It looked like he just poured it. It looked like it was about to sprout, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that extra stuff. So with that being said, you can speak life into your food. Honestly, everything that you eat is literally just you partaking in eating a spirit in a physical form of matter. That's what food is. Spirits in a form of matter that you eat. That tree is alive. This tree behind me is alive. If it had fruit, That's what the spirit of that tree is in that fruit. If I ate that fruit, guess what happens? My stomach, which is a second brain, will break down that said spirit, or they said that break down that fruit to extract the spirit, the oils and the alcohols of said fruit, because spirit stores in alcohol and oil into my vessel. So now I embody that spirit of that tree, and now my thought process is that of that said tree. It's that deep. It's like that when I smoke a plant, a world famous plant. You know, I hit the plant. It's cannabis. You know what I'm saying? This isn't cannabis. This is mugwort for YouTube purposes. But you know, let's say it's cannabis. Let's say it's weed. If it is that, it's Cain and Anubis. There's deities tied to every plant, every herb that you see on this planet. There's deities. There's actual angels or deities or spirits, whatever you want to label them, depending on your tradition or religion or whatever. These powers, you know what I'm saying, embody these different aspects of life in different material forms of life in multiple ways. And what you're doing is when you eat these things, you're eating the energy of it. So if it's dead, you're eating dead material. Like I said, fruit doesn't decay until it's decaying. Like once you cut it from the tree, it's still alive. It might still be ripening as you cut it from the tree. So the fruit is not dead. So if you're eating fruit, the fruit is still going to give you life. You're eating life. But if you kill an animal, it's dead upon eating it. It's dead upon, it's already dead. I spoke this in another video with all the body breaking down all this stuff with decomposition. I spoke this on my last video. You want to eat food that's of life, because you don't realize your body is literally a temple of spirits, and your soul is the guide. The soul is the one that judges in this temple. So with that being said, you sit there and you flood this temple with rogue spirits that doesn't serve your soul. You don't wonder why that you have an inner conflict in your mind. Your body's at dis-ease. Nothing's flowing at ease anymore. You eat too much and all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why is you craving? There's certain things craving that causing an imbalance in your body. Like say for instance, I got rice. Brown rice. Been soaking for days. The crystal done fell in the water. Oh well. The sun ain't out right there anyway. So anyway, I'm just saying, you do rituals, you can program your rice. You know rice is based for abundance. You can program food to do certain things to work for you in accordance to their energy. Everything you cook is spiritual cooking. A stove is an altar. You altering the state of the food. People don't know this stuff. It's literally alchemy. You're mixing chemicals, salts, herbs, with different spiritual characteristics together to create a meal in accordance with the energy you already feel and what you program to the food. If you have a bad day, you know what I'm saying, and you eat a steak of that bad day, and you don't pray over your food, good energy, you know what I'm saying, and it's a bad steak, the steak is already dead. So you just prayed over that steak a bad day, and then ate it, and then it just programmed that energy more. And now you got programmed trauma. Versus a watermelon, you know what I'm saying, it's a higher frequency. You have a bad day, eat that watermelon, it's a high frequency. You'll think about that bad day at a high vibration, but if you program it to say, I want to change this day, that's what that watermelon is going to do. It's going to work with your DNA. These natural foods and natural vegetables actually work with your DNA. If it doesn't work with your DNA, it's not for your body to even be in your body. Like these medicines and stuff they try to force on our peoples and stuff. Like all that extra stuff. You know, I'm not going to speak because you know how they is with YouTube and they bitch asses. But anyway, though, I just wanted to say, you know, man, eat to heal, consciously eat. Whatever you eat, if it's high vibration, you become what you eat. You are what you eat, literally. Literally. Everything you eat has a spirit. You are the spirits of everything you eat. That's your programming. In accordance with your DNA, your true self. That's your soul. Dosha Lyfe TV, like, subscribe, hit the cash out, you know, share my shit, man. Get people on this, man. You know, I'm trying to help y'all out. A lot of people speaking this but not making it make sense. I'm here to make it make dollars and cents. So, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. Peace, fam.